Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Arden of Faversham, which technically, and I'll probably say this again at some point, isn't necessarily a Shakespeare play. It's part of the Apocrypha. It was probably written by Thomas Kidd. But anyway, we're working on this play. And we know that Arden thought that his wife was cheating on him, but she managed to talk him down from that. He's gone down to the quay with his friend Franklin to take care of some stuff before he prepares to go off to London. And in yesterday's monologue, we got to hear from his wife Alice as soon as he had left the stage, where she was like, oh, please let him die because I'm in love with Mosby, the ex-butcher. At which point somebody then came in and told her that the butcher doesn't want to see her anymore, and then somebody else came in and said that he would do anything if only he could marry Mosby's, this was Michael Bolton, said he would do anything if only he could marry Mosby's sister Sue. And he and Alice kind of came to an agreement, and because Michael Bolton also wants to kill his own older brother so that he'll be first in line for the inheritance, which will make him more attractive to Sue. So they get that whole thing, worked out, and they're sort of like, all right, we'll be in touch, we'll stay in touch. And then everybody except for Alice leaves, and Mosby comes in, and she's like, hey, and he's like, no. And she's like, it's fine, we can talk, my husband's not even here. And he's like, no, that's great that he's not here, but henceforth know me not, or something. He says something along those lines, like, you don't know me, I don't know you, this is how we're going forward from here. And she says, is this the end of all thy solemn oaths? Is this the fruit thy reconcilement buds? Have I, for this, given thee so many favors, incurred my husband's hate, and alas, made shipwreck of mine honor for thy sake? And dost thou say, henceforward know me not? Remember when I locked thee in my closet? What were thy words and mine? Did we not both decree to murder Arden in the night? The heavens can witness and the world can tell, before I saw that falsehood look of thine, for I was tangled with thy enticing speech, Arden was to me dearer than my soul. And shall be still, base peasant, get thee gone, and boast not of thy conquest over me, gotten by witchcraft and mere sorcery. For what hast thou to countenance my love, being descended of a noble house, and matched already with a gentleman whose servant thou mayest be? And so farewell. So, you know what they say about a woman scorned? That's Alice right now. She's like, seriously, this is the way that you're gonna play this after everything that I've done for you. You're now just writing me off. Like, don't you remember when we agreed that we were gonna kill my husband? Because I used to love him a lot. And you know what? I'm done with you. I love him again. You can get out of here. You're just a silly ex-butcher, and I'm a lady who's already married to a gentleman, and you're not even fit to lick his boots. So, bye-bye. And Mosby is like, okay, you've calmed my fears. I was just testing you. And she's like, why have I've never given you reason to doubt me. Why did you need to test me? And he's like, oh, it's just jealousy and all this stuff like that. And they come to a resolution that, okay, they're fine. They're still going to be lovers. And they still want to kill Arden. So poor Arden, who started out the play thinking that his wife was just cheating on him, doesn't necessarily know that his wife is also plotting his murder. I think that might be a little extreme in terms of ways to get out of a marriage. But as they're talking about how they can kill Arden, she mentions that Arden and Franklin are going to be going off to London, and Mosby's like, okay, we're going to have to move kind of quick then. So I met this painter yesterday who can add poison to his oil paints in such a way that whoever looks at the painting dies. So let's have him do one of those, and we'll put it in front of your husband, and then he'll die. And she's like, okay, I see an issue with this. That being, if anybody else looks at that painting, they're also gone. He's like, no, 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 we'll cover it with a cloth. So then he'll be the one to take down the cloth, and then he's the only one that'll die. And she's like, problem with that, as soon as he sees that there's a painting, he's going to tell me to come and look at it with him. And Mosby keeps going on like, no, 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 this is the best way to do it. This is the best way to do it. And she's like, this is the stupidest idea. This is dumb. I don't want to have this painting that's full of poison so that if people look at it, they die. And Mosby's like, no, 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 but this is the painter's house. Let's call him out. Oh, Clark. And Clark comes out, and we'll get into that conversation tomorrow. I will see you then. Mwah.